So the love sandwich is a technique that we can use to have difficult conversations with our partner. Because let's face it, if we want to have a healthy relationship, we're going to have difficult conversations because life is crazy and chaotic and stuff's going to come up. So if we don't learn how to say things in a way that can be honest and authentic, but also loving, we're probably going to spiral into some bad patterns within our relationship. So we need to have that honesty, that authenticity, be able to express ourselves, and we want to do it in a way that can meet their heart. So I love this love sandwich technique, and you can use it anywhere from domestic issues to talking about what you want in sex, to what kind of touch and love and that you want. Let's say that one of the things that really upsets me is when I'm in the middle of a conversation and we get distracted and then we don't come back to the point that we were at before, and I don't get to finish what I was saying. And I am really passionate about what I was saying, and now we've lost it. And then there's a part of me that feels like unheard. My partner, I feel like he's not quite listening to me. I feel like he's not quite understanding what I'm trying to say and how important it is for me to be fully heard on my point. And he kind of gets distracted. So let's take the example of the phone, because we're all dealing with phone distractions all the time. So here's the first example of how it maybe wouldn't go so well. When you pick up your phone and I'm in the middle of saying something, it's so upsetting for me. And I just want to throw down the towel and leave the room because you're not listening to me. And then maybe you just throw down the towel and leave the room, okay? So that's one possibility. Here's the other love sandwich possibility. Honey, it means so much to me when we have these beautiful conversations, and it's just so energizing for me when I'm feeling heard, and we're just in the moment of these beautiful sort of heart mental offerings with each other. I love that. It juices me up so much. And I noticed that when you suddenly get a text message and you look at your phone, even if it's just for a moment, it's like the energy just zaps. And I understand that sometimes you need to look at your phone. We're in this world of phone and technology. But when you look at it and then somehow you get lost in the phone and you sort of forget what I was saying and that we're in the middle of a conversation, it really makes me feel unheard. It really hurts my feelings. It makes me feel like you're not really interested and excited about our conversation. So I would love it if you would just really remember to be present with our conversation. And if you really need to be on the phone, just let that conversation, that piece finish, and then be okay, yeah, I really hear you, and then go to the phone. And again, this is just important to me because I love our conversation so much, and it's just means so much to me when we really are present and in tune with each other and get to finish our conversation. Do you get the difference between these two ways of saying something? One is sort of shaming and getting angry, and one is really expressing deeply how you feel and also the hurt that's underneath there, and expressing it with a lot of love and gratitude and appreciation on both sides. And so this is just a really powerful way that we can heal that part of ourselves and that part of our partner that feels not good enough which we pretty much all have. So we want to give that appreciation, that validation, that loving presence to them. And we want to also express ourselves. So, love sandwich. Let's create more love on both sides of our honest, authentic, vulnerable, difficult conversations. Remember that appreciation is healing for those wounds within us, that part of ourselves that feels not good enough. And remembering that we have that part of us, our partner has that part of us, and how can we bring a lot of love and appreciation to those parts of ourselves while also being authentic and getting more of our needs and desires met.